to you, young king, today, she belongs to the streets. If she has a Snapchat score above 0, she belongs over there. She don't belong over here. If she has unlimited jerseys from basketball, from football, and she don't know no nigga that plays them sports, she belongs to the streets. If you ask her who's texting you, and she said the group chat, knowing damn well nobody likes that bitch, she belongs over there. She don't belong over here. Ooh, thank you, Future. Thank you. She's always posting her on dinner dates. She never posts who she's on a date with. She belongs over there. She's always posting her in a car. She's never posting who's driving the car. She belongs over there. From the street she came, from the street she shall emerge back to. She belongs to the streets. Word to Future. Can I get a Future? And I say to you, young king, today,
Little Dippy, man. I know you're making money on the low, man, but what? I mean, it's
But now we're just checking out Instagram. You know what I'm saying? Because
I didn't want to come, and I don't want to be here. I'm the son of an Atlanta City police officer. My cousin
you gotta hear this.
is an Atlanta City police officer. And my other cousin East Point police officer. And I got a lot of love and respect for police officers, down to the original 8 police officers in Atlanta that even after becoming...
You already know how to do it. We smoke black, the DJ smoke black. You already know how to go down. The boy NRE, keeping the purple round corner, knock it, bang,
I didn't want to come, and I don't want to be here. I'm the son of an Atlanta City police officer. My cousin is an Atlanta City police officer, and my other cousin East Point police officer. And I got a lot of love and respect for police officers, down to the original 8 police officers in Atlanta that even after becoming police had to dress in a YMCA because white officers didn't want to get dressed with niggers. And here we are 80 years later. I watched a white officer assassinate a black man, and I know that tore your heart out. And I know it's crippling. And I have nothing positive to say in this moment because I don't want to be here. But I'm responsible to be here because it wasn't just Dr. King and people dressed nicely who marched and protested to progress this city and so many other cities. It was people like my grandmother, people like my aunts and uncles who were members of SCLC and NAACP, and in particular, Reverend James Orange, Mrs. Alice Johnson, and Reverend Love, who we just lost last year. So I'm duty bound to be here to simply say that it is your duty not to burn your own house down for anger with an enemy. It is your duty to fortify your own house so that you may be a house of refuge in times of organization. And now is the time to plot, plan, strategize, organize, and mobilize. It is time to beat up prosecutors you don't like at the voting booth. It is time to hold mayoral offices accountable.
That nigga said, this nigga here, B. Son of Captivity, man. The mix show, the mixtape, the talk show. Get the fuck out of here. This nigga sound crazy. Let me see. What do they call him? Me salute him. Who that? Bobcat? Yeah. Yeah, Bobcat. One of the realest niggas in the world. You know what I'm saying? Nigga's a world legend. International legend.
Funny how the media covers covers white riots versus black protests. Seems like when the protesters are black, the media uses some pretty harsh words.
The bad guys, lawlessness, looting, wild animals, criminals, and thugs.
Thugs. Isn't it the right word?
However,
Yeah, man. This is not even the revolution yet. This is a psyops. You know, shout out to my peoples over there at 7stage.com. We all know that this is a psyops, man. You know what I'm saying? I'm just proud to say that my show, Silent Captivity, is basically, you know, for my people, the 1/3, you know what I'm saying, my Negroes, the Covenant, 12 tribes, is really not, it really isn't in no shape, form, or fashion for these 2/3 niggas, especially these undercover special agent type niggas, man. You know, and I know who they are. I know these niggas are getting a check under the table. Yeah, you heard me say it.
From coast to coast, this is Takeover Radio.
Muckers out here. They got the whole head, you know. Always in the motherfucking building. I'm out here with motherfucking 2 pickles. You know what I mean? Old pistol. And motherfucking old shit. You know how we doing this down here. Letting these niggas know and shit. They got us like rich boys out here. Real fabulous and shit. Looking wonderful, real flagrant and shit. You know, we falling in the politics and shit. You know what I mean?
There's a lot going on. What's Target? This is like checkers. We got people shouting no. We got people shouting no. Look at that. Shouting no. Shouting.
You just happen to have a megaphone too, right?
Okay, then we're going to make it. Bye. You want to be a news reporter?
Hello?
DJ Shorty Trends doing his thing. Facebook Live, 529, Part 1. Reggaeton, salsa, and merengue. This shit is dope.
This is no grown-up gangster. What's going on? It's Fame Fortune, the best and most period. We are going.
Fame Fortune, what's up, homie? Yeah, I'm just going through Instagram right now.
This is a coordinated activity happening across this nation. And so we are in a state of emergency. Black people are dying in a state of emergency. We cannot look at this as an isolated incident. The reason why buildings are burning are not just for our brother George Floyd. They're burning down because people here in Minnesota are saying to people in New York, to people in California, to people in Memphis, to people all across this nation, enough is enough. Yeah. Right. And we are not responsible for the mental illness that has been inflicted upon our people by the American government institute.
Yeah, money, power, respect, settle for nothing less, not a jeweler, but...
Yeah.
Guys, thanks for visiting.
I want to hear people talk about how the police are not the
I was
police,
born-
and they got agents on the ground, and they doing
Every white
certain
person,
shit.
every white person in this room who would be happy to be treated as this society in general treats our citizens, our black citizens. If you, as a white person, would be happy to receive the same treatment that our black citizens do in this society, please stand. You didn't understand the directions. If you white folks want to be treated the way blacks are in this society, stand. Nobody's standing here.
Nobody's standing.
That says very plainly
see,
that you know what's happening.
I could play that on my show. See, that's
You
real
know you
talk
don't
right
want
there.
it for you.
And all you white folks that didn't stand, you're gonna die because you have reaped the rewards of your ancestors. So live it up. Live it up. What do you want? Bye.
I'm here because they're not going to demean the character of George Floyd. My twin.
Oh, my twin. Look at this nigga lying.
Do things they know that's wrong. The first thing they try to do is cover it up and bring up your background to make it seem like the bull that they did.
Damn. I can't believe you doing that. Can't believe you doing that now. You talking
it's the
out.
same exact situation.
Please run for president.
And when does it change?
Governor
It's not like
Cuomo.
a situation that you can't understand.
It said we
Here's
need
a
you, Governor
minority, here's an
Cuomo, Amber
African
Rose.
American. Here they are being abused, and it's the same situation.
Yo, I want to hear Bill de Blasio. Somebody put Bill de Blasio up on Instagram. I'm going to tell you right now, I'm going up on Instagram. And I'm going to also tell you that I'm not exploiting certain people right now. Right now, I'm not exploiting certain people because I'm going to let the white people exploit them. Because they're going to give them up. Look at that. Police officers just pushed the female down on the ground. She hit her head. This is downtown Brooklyn. They're walking through the streets. And they're a gang. They're a mob. Yeah, don't worry. They're going to go to his house and get his family. Don't worry. It's going to be lit.
You're now listening to the sounds of a YBS DJ.
Oh, look at the Muslims. Oh, these ain't Muslims. These are just niggas. He's just niggas. He's just a bunch of niggas. You know what I'm saying? What's funny about this whole shit, again, shout out to my homie DJ Shorty Trends. He doing his thing on here. I like your whole setup, the way you got the studio looking at everything. I know you in your crib, motherfucker. Fort Lauderdale, Florida podcast studio rental. See that? That's in Florida. But I got that in New York City, motherfuckers. You know what it is, man? DJ Smoke Black, Style of Captivity. Got about 15 minutes in. You know, we're just going through Instagram, looking at what's going on. A lot of these incidents are fucking psyopses. You know what I'm saying? And they all are funded by George Soros. Black Lives Matter. You know what I'm saying? He got agents, all colors. Brown, yellow, white, green. So you already know what it is, man. Huh? Yep. What? Come on. Black. Yeah. Once again, man, this is Silent Captivity, the mix show, the mixtape, the talk show. I'm gonna be recruiting a couple of DJs. You know what I'm saying? I already got these DJs in mind. You know what I'm saying? We got a full-fledged studio. You know what I'm saying? I'm definitely taking ads right now for my radio show, Smoke Session Radio. You know what I'm saying? Small businesses and everything like that. You know, during the fucking pandemic. If you still running a legitimate business and you ain't talking about, you know, selling arms and all that type of shit, because we don't fuck with that. We fuck with swords and shit like that. You know.
Right now, you rocking with the Ike Rico boys, man, boys.
I wanted to give a big shout out to Got Rich Radio.